I've gotten good at evenings. I know just what to do. A cup of tea, a book, the lamp, the window and the view. I tell myself it's peaceful, and it mostly is, it's true. But somewhere in the quiet, there's a space the shape of you. I've learned to cook for one now, and to sleep across the bed, to answer my own questions and to trust my own voice instead. I've made a kind of life here out of ordinary things, but evenings have a weight to them that every solo sings. A song for the lonely, not a sad one, just the truth. A song for the evenings and the spaces of our youth. I'm not broken, I'm not bitter, I have made my peace with this. But I'd be lying if I said I never thought of what I miss. Just a hand across the table, just a voice to say goodnight. A song for the lonely in the fading evening light. I've met people who are lonelier inside a crowded room, so I count my quiet blessings in my small but honest room. A song for the lonely, this is mine to keep. A song for the evenings, just before I fall asleep. I am whole and I am grateful for the life that I have built. But a song for the lonely holds no shame and holds no guilt. The maple on the corner has begun to let things go. A leaf at a time surrendered to the wind below. And something in the letting go reminds me every fall of everything I've loved and lost and tried to hold through all. There's a smell the autumn carries that no other season owns. Something like old wood smoke and the cold inside old stones. It finds me in the middle of the most ordinary day and pulls a thread of memory that won't be put away. Falling leaves, rising memories. Falling leaves, carried on the breeze. Every ember October is a door I've walked before. Every red and golden Tuesday opens up a drawer full of all the faces and the voices rising memories and tears. I used to fight the feeling, tried to keep my focus clear, but now I let the autumn take me back without the fear. There's something almost gentle in the way the season knows exactly which old window of the heart it needs to close. Falling leaves, rising memories. Falling leaves, carried on the breeze. I've learned to love the aching that the season always brings. Falling leaves, rising memories of everything. It's leaning on the wall beside the window in the hall, a canvas full of almost never finished after all. The brushes dried and hardened in their little jar of blue. The palette still remembers every color mixed for you. A meadow half completed and a sky without its sun, a figure in the distance that was never fully done. I think you meant to finish it when summer came around, but summer kept on coming and you never could be found. The unfinished painting on the wall, holding all the beauty and the ache of it all. The colors that you left there still are warm against the white, like a conversation interrupted in the middle of the night. I cannot bring myself to move it, cannot let it go. The unfinished painting of a world I used to know. Some say I should finish it, just pick up where you stopped, but the brushes feel like sacred things that ought not to be touched. The unfinished painting tells me more than any finished canvas ever could before. The meadow waits in silence for the hand that knew it best. The unfinished painting, like my heart, still needs its rest.
I sat upon the driftwood log
and watched the tide come in. The evening wind was gentle on my weather-beaten skin, and down beside the waterline, just walking in the foam, she strolled along the empty beach, completely on her own. I couldn't hear the words she sang, the ocean was too loud, but I could see the melody she offered to the cloud. Her hair was blowing backwards, and her dress was catching air. A private little concert with just seagulls listening there. She sang by the sea, a song I'll never know. She sang by the sea, where the salty breezes blow. Her voice was tangled up inside the crashing of the waves, a beautiful and fleeting thing that memory gently saves. I never went and asked her name, I let the moment be, just a girl and her quiet tune. She sang by the sea. The sun went down and painted all the water ruby red. She turned and walked away before a single word was said. She sang by the sea, a song I'll never know. She sang by the sea, where the salty breezes blow. Some beautiful things happen when there's no one meant to hear. She sang by the sea and made the whole world disappear. Past the flower shop on Tuesdays, going home from work. The smell of roses hits me, and my footsteps always jerk to a halt outside the window, where the buckets line the floor. And I'm 17 again, and terrified before your door. I'd save for 2 whole weeks to buy a dozen yellow ones. The lady wrapped them carefully and wished me luck, my son. I walked the 7 blocks to you, rehearsing what I'd say, and rang the bell and promptly forgot every single phrase. The florist's memory lives in every bloom, in every yellow petal and the sweetness of perfume. You opened up the door and saw the flowers and my face, and laughed so soft and kindly that the world became a grace. First love is always awkward, and the flowers always shake. The florist's memory is one I'll never let them take. You put them in a pitcher on the table by the stair, and And every time I visited, they always were right there. The florist's memory, fresh as any spring. The florist's memory, the best remembering. Now when I walk past roses, I still feel that trembling boy standing at your doorstep with his flowers and his joy. We ran barefoot through the tall grass by the old stone wall, grabbing every little blossom we could reach and haul. No names for what we gathered, didn't need to know, just the yellow and the purple and the white in a row. You held them out toward me with your muddy little hands, like you'd found the greatest treasure in the whole wide lands. I put them in a jam jar on the kitchen windowsill and felt a kind of happiness I'm searching for still. A handful of wildflowers, nameless and free. A handful of wildflowers, you gave them to me. We didn't need a reason, and we didn't need a plan. Just a summer afternoon and all the joy that it ran. The world was wide and golden, and it all belonged to us. A handful of wildflowers, no more and no less. Now I buy expensive roses wrapped in paper and a bow, but nothing ever matches what a child's heart can show. A handful of wildflowers, that was enough. A handful of wildflowers, the simplest kind of love. I keep them in my memory, pressed between the years. A handful of wildflowers, still bright through all my tears. We drove out to the hilltop just before the light would fade, and sat down in the long grass in the hollow that we'd made. The sky was doing everything that skies know how to do. All the pinks and burning oranges and every shade of blue. You didn't say a single word, and neither one did I. We just sat there side by side and watched the colors die, our shoulders barely touching in the cooling evening air. Two silhouettes at sunset without any need to share. Two silhouettes at sunset, nothing left to say. Two silhouettes at sunset, at the end of day. Some people need the words to know that love is really there, but we had found a deeper kind that didn't need the air. The world was burning golden and we burned along with it. Two silhouettes at sunset, perfectly lit. A bird flew low across the field and called into the dusk, and that was all the conversation either one of us. Two silhouettes at sunset, you and I. Two silhouettes at sunset, under the same sky. Of all the things I carry from the years we had together, two silhouettes at sunset, mine forever.
Before the sun had cleared the rooftops of the avenue, the smell of something baking always found its way on through the cracked apartment window where I used to sleep, into every dream I had and every promise I would keep. Old Mr. Hennessy was down there every day at 4, with flour on his apron and a light beneath the door. He'd hum a little something as he shaped the morning loaves, and the whole block woke up gently from those warm and yeasty coves. The baker's morning, rising with the sun. The baker's morning, before the day's begun. The smell of bread and butter coming up the narrow stair was the kindest kind of alarm clock drifting through the air. I didn't know that ordinary mornings such as those would be the ones I'd miss the most when everything else goes. The bakery's a nail salon now, the sign is pink and bright, and the mornings on that block don't smell like anything at night. The baker's morning, rising with the sun. The baker's morning, before the day begun. Now I buy my bread in plastic from a brightly lighted aisle, but I still miss the baker and his his early morning smile.
Every morning when I come downstairs to make the tea, the first thing that I see is you there looking back at me. You smiling in that way you had, head tilted to the right. The summer you were happiest, the summer at its height. I've thought about removing it to make the mornings easier, but every time I reach for it, my hands grow heavier. Some people say it helps to put the photographs away, but I can't make myself agree with what those people say. The photograph on the mantel, still and warm. The photograph on the mantel, weathering every storm. I've memorized your every line and crease, and still it catches in my chest and will not give me peace. I wouldn't trade the aching for a morning free of you. The photograph on the mantel, I'll keep it my whole life through. Visitors will sometimes pause and ask me who you are, and I say everything in just your name. Beneath the star, the photograph on the mantel, soft with age. On the mantel, the most important page. Some days I just say good morning and move on with my day. Some days I stand there longer and forget to look away.
Walk the gravel road that ran behind the old mill pond, where the street lights ended and the darkness just went on. The stones would crunch beneath our shoes in rhythm with the night, and above us was a sky so full it almost hurt the sight. We tried to count the stars, but always lost our place. start again from somewhere in the middle of the space. We never had a destination, never had a plan, just two people and a gravel road, and all the sky could span. Gravel roads and stars, that was all we had. Gravel roads and stars never made us sad. We didn't need a movie, and we didn't need a dime, just the sound of stones beneath our feet and all the summertime. The richest night I ever had cost nothing but the walk. Gravel roads and stars, and all that quiet talk. I drove back down that road last fall. They've paved it smooth and wide, put up lights along the edges, nowhere left to hide. Gravel roads and stars, gone but not forgot. Gravel roads and stars, the best of what we got. I'd give back every comfort for one evening such as those. Gravel roads and stars, and where that old road goes.
The floorboards of that old house had a language of their own, a different creak for every step, a different settling tone. The wood had darkened over years of winter light and feet, of children running rocking chairs and Sunday morning heat. Press my cheek against the floor when I was very small, and feel the warmth that lived inside the grain beneath the hall, as if the wood remembered every hand that touched its face, and held the heat of all that love inside its patient grace. The warmth of old wood, deeper than the grain. The warmth of old wood, holding joy and pain, every scratch and water stain, a chapter of a life, every worn and polished section, someone's daily strife. The house is gone now, sold and stripped, and built back up again, but I still feel the warmth of old wood now and then. feel that same old thing. The warmth of old wood holding up the years, the warmth of old wood soaking up the tears. Some things hold the people who have loved them long ago. The warmth of old wood, the warmest thing I know. The power went out early on a cold November night, and all we had between us was one candle's worth of light. We pulled the kitchen chairs together close against the dark and watched the little flame protect its tiny beating heart. We barely spoke above a whisper, didn't dare to move, as if our breath could take away the only thing we choose. The shadows danced around us on the ceiling and the wall, and everything outside that circle didn't matter much at all. The last candle burning in the room, holding back the edges of the winter and the gloom. We sat so close together that I felt your quiet breath and wished the power company would take its time, no less. Some moments are too fragile for the ordinary day. The last candle keeping all the ordinary away. An hour passed, maybe two. We didn't check the clock. Just two people and a candle and a door we'd never lock. The last candle finally burned down low, dripping into silence in the dark we'd come to know. The lights came back on sharp and bright and broke the spell in two. I still see that candle, and I still see only you. The rain came down at lunchtime and you had no coat at all. You looked so lost and hopeful, standing there against the wall. I only had one umbrella and I handed it across, not thinking for a moment what a sweet and lucky loss. week went by, another week. The weather cleared and dried, but still you hadn't brought it back, and I was glad inside. I'd pass you in the hallway and you'd smile and say I know, and neither one of us was in a hurry for the show. Borrowed umbrella, sweetest excuse. Borrowed umbrella, what a beautiful ruse. You kept it for a reason, and I let you keep it too. The best thing I ever lost was that umbrella to you. Some things are worth not getting back, some debts are worth the rain. Borrowed umbrella brought you back to me again. You finally returned it on a clear and sunny day, with flowers wrapped around the handle in the sweetest way. Borrowed umbrella, now it sits in the hall. Borrowed umbrella, the best loan of all. Some stories start with something small and ordinary too. Mine started with an umbrella, and it ended up with you. Bought a one-way ticket for the midnight silver line, leaving all the quiet streets and childhood friends behind. My suitcase in the rack above, my coat upon my knee, staring through the window at the life that used to be. The station lights grew smaller as the engine pulled away. I swallowed down the tears I swore I wouldn't cry today. The rhythmic, heavy metal wheels were beating on the track, singing songs of promises and never looking back. Train to the city, rolling through the dark. The night train to the city, striking up a spark. I left my mother's porch light for the neon glowing bright, trading in the valley for a different kind of fight. With every passing mile marker fading in the black, I knew my heart was heavy, but I wasn't turning back. The conductor called the stations that I'd never heard before, each name a little doorway to a different kind of shore. To the city, long ago it seems, carrying the girl who had such big and hopeful dreams. Now I've made my life here, and the years have all gone by, but sometimes late at night I still still hear that long goodbye.
The clock above the drugstore said it was 12:30, and I was standing at the corner talking to myself. 4 roads ran in 4 directions under amber light, and I had just enough of courage left to face the night. One road led back home to everything I'd always known. One road led to something new and terrifying alone. One road curved towards someone who I wasn't sure still cared, and one road just kept going into dark I'd never dared. Crossroads at midnight, 22 years old. Crossroads at midnight, stories still untold. The traffic light kept changing, but I couldn't move my feet. Too much fire in my blood and too much doubt to feel complete. Youth is not the easy thing that older people say. Crossroads at midnight, choosing who to be today. A taxi slowed and looked at me and drove on through the rain. I must have looked exactly like a boy in too much pain. Crossroads at midnight, I finally chose a road. Not the safest, not the straightest, but it lightened up my load. Now I stand at other crossroads, older, less afraid, grateful for the midnight boy and every choice he made.
I've gotten good at evenings, I know just what to do. A cup of tea, a book, the lamp, the window and the view. I tell myself it's peaceful, and it mostly is, it's true. But somewhere in the quiet, there's a space the shape of you. I've learned to cook for one now, and to sleep across the bed, to answer my own questions and to trust my own voice instead. I've made a kind of life here out of ordinary things, but evenings have a weight to them that every solo sings. A song for the lonely, not a sad one, just the truth. A song for the evenings and the spaces of our youth. I'm not broken, I'm not bitter, peace with this, but I'd be lying if I said I never thought of what I miss. Just a hand across the table, just a voice to say goodnight, a song for the lonely in the fading evening light. I've met people who are lonelier inside a crowded room, so I count my quiet blessings in my small but honest room. A song for the lonely, this is mine to keep. A song for the evenings, just before I fall asleep. I am whole and I am grateful for the life that I have built, but a song for the lonely holds no shame and holds no guilt. The maple on the corner has begun to let things go. A leaf at a time surrendered to the wind below. And something in the letting go reminds me every fall of everything I've loved and lost and tried to hold through all. There's a smell the autumn carries that no other season owns, something like old wood smoke and the cold inside old stones. It finds me in the middle of the most ordinary day and pulls a thread of memory that won't be put away. Falling leaves, rising memories. Falling leaves, carried on the breeze. Every ember October is a door I've walked before. Every red and golden Tuesday opens up a drawer full of all the faces and the voices and the years. Falling leaves, rising memories and tears. I used to fight the feeling, try to keep my focus clear, but now I let the autumn take me back without the fear. There's something almost gentle in the way the season knows exactly which old window of the heart it needs to close. Falling leaves, rising memories. Falling leaves, carried on the breeze. I've learned to love the aching that the season always brings. Falling leaves, rising memories of everything. in the hall, a canvas full of almost, never finished after all. The brushes dried and hardened in their little jar of blue. The palette still remembers every color mixed for you. A meadow half completed and a sky without its sun. A figure in the distance that was never fully done. I think you meant to finish it when summer came around, but summer kept on coming and you never could be found. The unfinished painting on the wall, holding all the beauty and the ache of it all. The colors that you left there still are warm against the white, like a conversation interrupted in the middle of the night. I cannot bring myself to move it, cannot let it go. The unfinished painting of a world I used to know. Some say I should finish it, just pick up where you stopped. But the brushes feel like sacred things that ought not to be touched. The unfinished painting tells me more than any finished canvas ever could before. The meadow waits in silence for the hand that knew it best. The unfinished painting, like my heart, still needs its rest.
I sat up on the driftwood log and watched the tide come in. The evening wind was gentle on my weather-beaten skin. And down beside the waterline, just walking in the foam, she strolled along the empty beach, completely on her own. I couldn't hear the words she sang, the ocean was too loud, but I could see the melody she offered to the cloud. Her hair was blowing backwards and her dress was catching air, a private little concert with just seagulls listening there. She sang by the sea, a song I'll never know. She sang by the sea, where the salty breezes blow. Her voice was tangled up inside the crashing of the waves, a beautiful and fleeting thing that memory gently saves. I never went and asked her name, I let the moment be, just a girl and her quiet tune. She sang by the sea. sun went down and painted all the water ruby red. She turned and walked away before a single word was said. She sang by the sea, a song I'll never know. She sang by the sea, where the salty breezes blow. Some beautiful things happen when there's no one meant to hear. She sang by the sea and made the whole world disappear. Past the flower shop on Tuesdays, going home from work. The smell of roses hits me, and my footsteps always jerk to a halt outside the window where the buckets line the floor. And I'm 17 again and terrified before your door. I'd save for 2 whole weeks to buy a dozen yellow ones. The lady wrapped them carefully and wished me luck, my son. I walked the 7 blocks to you, rehearsing what I'd say, and rang the bell and promptly forgot every single phrase. The florist's memory lives in every bloom, in every yellow petal and the sweetness of perfume. You opened up the door and saw the flowers and my face, and laughed so soft and kindly that the world became a grace. First love is always awkward and the flowers always shake. The florist's memory is one I'll never let them take. You put them in a pitcher on the table by the stair, and every time I visited they always were right there. Florist's memory, fresh as any spring. The florist's memory, the best remembering. Now when I walk past roses, I still feel that trembling boy standing at your doorstep with his flowers and his joy.
We ran barefoot through the tall grass by the old stone wall, grabbing every little blossom we could reach and haul. No names for what we gathered, didn't need to know, just the yellow and the purple and the white in a row. You held them out toward me with your muddy little hands, like you'd found the greatest treasure in the whole wide lands. I put them in a jam jar on the kitchen windowsill and felt a kind of happiness I'm searching for still. A handful of wildflowers, nameless and free. A handful of wildflowers, you gave them to me. We didn't need a reason, and we didn't need a plan. Just a summer afternoon and all the joy that it ran. The world was wide and golden, and it all belonged to us. A handful of wildflowers, no more and no less. Now I buy expensive roses wrapped in paper and a bow, but nothing ever matches what a child's heart can show. A handful of wildflowers, that was enough. A handful of wildflowers, the simplest kind of love. I keep them in my memory, pressed between the years. A handful of wildflowers, still bright through all my tears. We drove out to the hilltop just before the light would fade, and sat down in the long grass in the hollow that we'd made. The sky was doing everything that skies know how to do. All the pinks and burning oranges and every shade of blue. You didn't say a single word, and neither one did I. We just sat there side by side and watched the colors die, our shoulders barely touching in the cooling evening air. Two silhouettes at sunset without any need to share. Two silhouettes at sunset, nothing left to say. Two silhouettes at sunset, at the end of day. Some people need the words to know that love is really there, but we had found a deeper kind that didn't need the air. The world was burning golden, and we burned along with it. Two silhouettes at sunset, perfectly lit. A bird flew low across the field and called into the dusk, and that was all the conversation, neither one of us. Two silhouettes at sunset, you and I. Two silhouettes at sunset, under the same sky. Of all the things forever.
Before the sun had cleared the rooftops of the avenue, the smell of something baking always found its way on through the cracked apartment window where I used to sleep, into every dream I had and every promise I would keep. Old Mr. Hennessy was down there every day at 4, with flour on his apron and a light beneath the door. He'd hum a little something as he shaped the morning loaves, and the whole block woke up gently from those warm and yeasty coves. The baker's morning, rising with the sun. The baker's morning, before the day's begun. The smell of bread and butter coming up the narrow stair was the kindest kind of alarm clock drifting through the air. I didn't know that ordinary mornings such as those would be the ones I'd miss the most when everything else goes. The bakery's a nail salon now, the sign is pink and bright, and the mornings on that block don't smell like anything at night. The baker's morning, rising with the sun. The baker's morning, before the day begun. Now I buy my bread in plastic from a brightly lighted aisle, but I still miss the baker and his early morning smile.
Every morning when I come downstairs to make the tea, the first thing that I see is you there looking back at me. You're smiling in that way you had, head tilted to the right. The summer you were happiest, the summer at its height. I've thought about removing it to make the mornings easier, but every time I reach for it, my hands grow heavier. Some people say it helps to put the photographs away, but I can't make myself agree with what those people say. The photograph on the mantel, still and warm. The photograph on the mantel, weathering every storm. still it catches in my chest and will not give me peace. I wouldn't trade the aching for a morning free of you. The photograph on the mantel, I'll keep it my whole life through. Visitors will sometimes pause and ask me who you are, and I say everything in just your name. Beneath the star, the photograph on the mantel, soft with age. Photograph on the mantel, the most important page. Some days I just say good morning and move on with my day. Some days I stand there longer and forget to look away.
Walk the gravel road that ran behind the old mill pond, where the street lights ended and the darkness just went on. The stones would crunch beneath our shoes in rhythm with the night, and above us was a sky so full it almost hurt the sight. We tried to count the stars, but always lost our place, and start again from somewhere in the middle of the space. We never had a destination, never had a plan, just two people and a gravel road, and all the sky could span. Gravel roads and stars, that was all we had. Gravel roads and stars never made us sad. We didn't need a movie, and we didn't need a dime, just the sound of stones beneath our feet and all the summertime. The richest night I ever had cost nothing but the walk. Gravel roads and stars, and all that quiet talk. I drove back down that road last fall. They've paved it smooth and wide, put up lights along the edges, nowhere left to hide. Gravel roads and stars, gone but not forgot. Gravel roads and stars, the best of what we One evening such as those, gravel roads and stars, and where that old road goes.
The floorboards of that old house had a language of their own, a different creak for every step, a different settling tone. The wood had darkened over years of winter light and feet, of children running rocking chairs and Sunday morning heat. Press my cheek against the floor when I was very small, and feel the warmth that lived inside the grain beneath the hall, as if the wood remembered every hand that touched its face, and held the heat of all that love inside its patient grace. The warmth of old wood, deeper than the grain. The warmth of old wood, holding joy and pain, every scratch and water stain, a chapter of a life, every worn and section, someone's daily strife. The house is gone now, sold and stripped, and built back up again, but I still feel the warmth of old wood now and then. I bought a little table shop last spring and put my hands flat on it just to feel that same old thing. The warmth of old wood, holding up the years. The warmth of old wood, soaking up the tears. Some things hold the people who have loved them long ago. The warmth of old wood, the warmest thing I know. Power went out early on a cold November night, and all we had between us was one candle's worth of light. We pulled the kitchen chairs together close against the dark, and watched the little flame protect its tiny beating heart. We barely spoke above a whisper, didn't dare to move, as if our breath could take away the only thing we choose. The The shadows danced around us on the ceiling and the wall, and everything outside that circle didn't matter much at all. The last candle burning in the room, holding back the edges of the winter and the gloom. We sat so close together that I felt your quiet breath, and wished the power company would take its time, no less. Some moments are too fragile for the ordinary day. The last candle keeping all the ordinary away. An hour passed, maybe two. We didn't check the clock. Just two people and a candle and a door we'd never lock. The last candle finally burned down low, dripping into silence in the dark we'd come to know. The lights came back on sharp and bright and broke the spell in two. But I still see that candle, and I still see only you. The rain came down at lunchtime, and you had no coat at all. You looked so lost and hopeful, standing there against the wall. I only had one umbrella, and I handed it across, not thinking for a moment what a sweet and lucky loss. A week went by, another week. The weather cleared and dried, but still you hadn't brought it back, and I was glad inside. I'd pass you in the hallway, and you'd smile and say I know, and neither one of us was in a hurry for the show. Borrowed umbrella, sweetest excuse. Borrowed umbrella, what a beautiful ruse. You kept it for a reason, and I let you keep it too. The best thing I ever lost was that umbrella to you. Some things are worth not getting back, some debts are worth the rain. Borrowed umbrella brought you back to me again. You finally returned it on a clear and sunny day, with flowers wrapped around the handle in the sweetest way. Borrowed umbrella, now it sits in the hall. Borrowed umbrella, the best loan of all. Some stories start with something small and ordinary too. Mine started with an umbrella, and it ended up with you. Bought a one-way ticket for the midnight silver line, leaving all the quiet streets and childhood friends behind. My suitcase in the rack above, my coat upon my knee, staring through the window at the life that used to be. The station lights grew smaller as the engine pulled away. I swallowed down the tears I swore I wouldn't cry today. The rhythmic, heavy metal wheels were beating on the track, singing songs of promises and never looking back. Train to the city, rolling through the dark. The night train to the city, striking up a spark. I left my mother's porch light for the neon glowing bright, trading in the valley for a different kind of fight. With every passing mile marker fading in the black, I knew my heart was heavy, but I wasn't turning back. The conductor called the stations that I'd never heard before, each name a little doorway to a different kind of shore. To the city, long ago it seems, carrying the girl who had such big and hopeful dreams. Now I've made my life here, and the years have all gone by, but sometimes late at night I still hear that long goodbye.
The clock above the drugstore said it was 12:30, and I was standing at the corner talking to myself. 4 roads ran in 4 directions under amber light, and I had just enough of courage left to face the night. One road led back home to everything I'd always known. One road led to something new and terrifying alone. One road curved towards someone who I wasn't sure still cared, and one road just kept going into dark I'd never dared. Crossroads at midnight, 22 years old. Crossroads at midnight, story still untold. The traffic light kept changing, but I couldn't move my feet. Too much fire in my blood and too much doubt to feel complete. Youth is not the easy thing that older people say. Crossroads at midnight, choosing who to be today. A taxi slowed and looked at me and drove on through the rain. I must have looked exactly like a boy in too much pain. Crossroads at midnight, I finally chose a road. Not the safest, not the straightest, but it lightened up my load. Now I stand at other crossroads, older, less afraid, grateful for the midnight boy and every choice he made.